What's up, dinos? Welcome back to my website, which is actually now, at the time of me posting this video, available to access publicly. So you can go to zealotpara.com and you'll be here. There's one little thing that I wasn't sure how to figure out, which doesn't really matter, but if you just type in zealotpara.com, the URL will be zealotpara.odoo.com. But if you type www at the beginning, then it takes you to just the regular zealotpara.com. I don't know how to fix that. I'm sure there's a way around that, but that's like the only thing I think I haven't done yet that I would like to do for the website. But literally everything else is like pretty much complete. Minus one thing. There was another artist that I had in mind for the artist interview section. Right now I've only got one on there. I was hoping to have two before I launched the website, but the person I had in mind I haven't heard back from because I'm a nobody, I guess. No, I'm kidding. I was just waiting to have like plenty of content on it and to make sure I was like happy with the setup and everything before I launched it, and I am. I definitely think it's ready. So I'm gonna give you a tour now, and you can go ahead and access it. It'll be linked in the description, or you can just type zealotpara.com into the URL. But yeah, here at the beginning, this basically is just like an intro to what the website's all about. Creative freedom. Without the stress and limitations of social media, I use this place to blog about my amateur writing, my art, host exclusive interviews with artists like you, and connect with skilled and talented people to tell amazing stories. I haven't done this last part yet, but that'll happen one day, trust me. Right? People will contact me, right? Anyway, here you can click here just to go to the blog, because I feel like that's like the main focus of the website. So I figured it made sense to like have that be like, you know, there. I also wanted to make this apparent right on the front page. Create an account to leave comments on blog posts. So we'll come back to the homepage here in a second, but with Odoo, as far as I can tell, the only way to create an account on here is to click this sign in button up here and then click don't have an account. So what I did, I did a big brain move here. I clicked I copied the URL from don't have an account, and then I just made it into a button on the front page. Boom. Because I would love to encourage like you know, interactivity on my blog posts. So I think making this more apparent, the fact that you can leave comments and where you can sign up, like right there on the front page, is like I really wanted to do that. I'm really glad it worked out. I showed this off before. These really haven't changed at all. These parts. This links to my YouTube channel. This links to my books. And then this links to the About section. These actually go somewhere now. Before they didn't go anywhere, so there's that. Patreon, and PayPal, Stream Elements kind of stuff, like where you could send the monies. And then this is the blog post section. Before, I didn't know how to get thumbnails on the blog posts, but now the ones where I actually do have a thumbnail, I got it figured out to where they can show, and I think it looks really cool. This one looks really cool in particular. Some of the other ones looked really good too when they were up here. And then this is where I'll show off I guess like a preview of the artist interviews before you go to like the main artist interviews page. And look, we already got one. I interviewed my friend Ayasuna. I'll show more of that later, but that was an amazing opportunity that I was able to do that, to actually have someone to test my interview skills on, rather lack of. So that was really cool. I was hoping to get at least one more, but haven't heard back from him. But hopefully I'll be able to get to someone soon. I just need a lot of motivation to do that kind of thing, especially if it's like someone I don't actually know. To be like, hey, you know, and kind of overcome my social anxiety. But yeah, hopefully these will actually have people. But yeah. And then this part will feature other people's websites. I showed this off in the last video. You can email me at corpazealotpara@gmail.com, or I guess DM me on Twitter if you want to be on here. And actually, same for the artist interviews thing. Sorry if I don't get back to you on it. Maybe I just don't think you have enough stuff to put on here. God, that sounds so mean, but I really don't know how else to word it. But I'm not only going to feature super popular people on here, because who am I, right? Yeah, I'm also not gonna I don't want to say I'm not gonna feature just anybody, because that sounds so douchey, but hopefully you know what I mean by that. I don't know how else I could mean that. but I don't mean that in a bad way. But anyway, yeah, that goes for those. I got the newsletter thing working out. For Odoo's newsletter thing, you have to pay for it. But luckily I found this thing called ConvertKit, which I think is going to be free. I have a free trial on it right now. For the newsletter, I'll be posting like weekly updates for the site, like what I've posted on here. And there's also going to be a part in the newsletter where I show off my latest YouTube video. Like it'll show you like what my latest YouTube video is. And then, you know, a bunch of links down here that don't look super great because some of these are PNGs that don't exactly fit here, but whatever. I even got a copyright thing down here since I bought the domain. I'm pretty sure I can do that. I tried looking it up and I couldn't really find anything, but I asked my mom, who also runs an Odoo website, and she said, yeah, you can do that. I was like, oh, okay. So I'm going to assume, based on my mother's vast wisdom, that that's okay. But please let me know if either of us are wrong about that. But anyway, yeah, I guess we'll go to the blog posts next. So this is the all section for blog posts. These are all the posts I have at the time of this video being recorded. Yeah, just everything here. And then story chapters. These are two two stories you can read of mine that I've written, completely original. Art journey. This is where I'll post like art stuff. This is basically like my tweets, but way longer. This is basically just like me just like spewing random bullshit. Some of them are a little more in depth, like this one, the Studio Uraki, like this is like a retrospective. This is a really long post. This is like a retrospective kind of thing, pretty fucking long. This one, In a Weird Spot Right Now, and Health Update are just like one paragraph of just me like, you know, talking about what's going on right now. And then these two are a little more in depth as well. And this one's just like a random idea I had that I posted about. And look at this. You can leave comments. Like I said, you can click the sign up button on the main page, and then you can leave comments. And look at this, somebody already found the website and left a comment. So hell yeah, yeah. So you can do that. I think that's pretty cool. And then this will be where I post updates and shit. And yeah, that's the blog posts. This is like the thing I'll be posting to the most on here for sure. Like I'm probably gonna make more posts on here than I can share per newsletter. That's why it's gonna say and more in the email. But yeah, this has been a lot of fun, even me just like making these posts that nobody's actually seen yet, well, except for that one, I guess. But and then here we've got the artist interview section. I showed this off before. Hasn't really changed much since last time because we only have one artist interview on here. Hopefully one day we'll get these all filled out, and it won't just be these. Like I'm never gonna stop doing these, at least I hope not. Like it won't, like it'll scroll down past this, like there'll be more. So here's the first and only interview I've done so far. I was super nervous about it, even just like doing it with like a friend, but yeah, it actually worked out really well. It ended up being a lot of fun. I'm not gonna like read the whole thing. You can go to the website and do that for yourself, because that's kind of the point. The whole big reason for this website is so I don't have to make as many videos and end up like affecting my health and stuff. So yeah, so here's like a you know, meet Ayasuna. I'll probably do that for like every post. These might evolve over time. I might end up finding out better ways to do this. A little introduction here about Aya, and then here's like well, I guess another introduction. And then what I liked the idea of like posting a piece of her art per like question on here. So yeah, so this was like question 1. I asked her, what did I ask her? What got you into doing art? Yeah. And then she answered here. And then here I asked, I guess, how did she start? Like what methods she used and shit. And she answered here, and it just, you know, asked all these different questions. It was really fun. Doesn't this look legit? Like this website isn't like super professional looking, and I'll be honest, some parts kind of look ugly. But this I think is pretty legit. I don't know, maybe it's a little empty over here, but I couldn't figure out how to like post things there. But yeah, this was really, really fun to do. I want to do this with like other creators and artists and whoever the fuck else. Like it doesn't have to be like a YouTuber, right? It could be like someone who barely has an online presence, but you know, maybe they make music or something, right? Yeah, you know, just like random stuff. And then did the outro, linked her socials, and yeah, I don't know. So I asked, not counting the introduction, I asked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 questions. I don't know if this is too little or too much. I feel like maybe it's a good spot because I don't want to take up too much of people's time, but I also want to make it like, you know, worth their time by actually having like a relatively lengthy thing that goes like pretty in depth into the person. But yeah, that's the artist interview section. So if you want to be on here, like if you want to share like your creative process on, you know, whatever you do, then yeah, hit me up. And I don't believe this section looked like this last time. It's pretty bare bones. This is probably gonna be a little more substantial later on, when the books are actually like out there for you to buy. Like right now, these link to literally nothing, because I haven't finished any of these books, and I probably won't for a long time because I'm really bad at consistency. Yeah, so you can read up on like little blurbs on each story here. This story is not about Iron Mouse. It is about a VTuber, but like a fictional one. I just put Iron Mouse there because it's just like first person that came to mind, because I don't have any art for that story yet. This isn't my art either. This is. I didn't draw this, but I paid for it. Yeah, and then on the About section, speaking of art, you can go to the link tree here to find like pretty much all of the art that's featured on this website, like the source for all the artists. So yeah, yeah, this is what I meant about the website not being super pretty. Like this page is kind of ugly, but it's fun. So just a little silly like introduction to me here, and then a shorter about me right here, just like talking about like who I am, like just like stuff I've been through. And then if you click this here, this is like a big breakdown of mostly what's happened to me in the last couple of years. Yeah, so this is a pretty lengthy story that I wrote down here, a much longer About Me section, and then I linked to a video that's kind of related to that. So that's that, and then there's a little like 3 different things about like my I guess my skill set. I don't have much of a skill set, but I really was grasping at straws to put something here. So that's what this is. And then a little thing saying like, asking if you want to work with me on shit like projects and stuff, because as it says here, I would love to have like an animation studio or something one day. I am far from being in the position to do something like that right now. I just think it'd be really cool to like, maybe this website will end up being like a place where people like see who I am, and they want to like you know, bring me on to their projects and be like, hey, do you want to write for my, you know, whatever the fuck, like my game, or my you know, like my my comic, my like web comic or something that I'm doing, like, you know, something like that. So yeah, that's a big hope for this website. And then lastly, we have the fan art section. I showed this off last time. It's like literally the same as last time. I did post some more of the fan art on here. If you want to draw my dino, here you go. Here's my dino in full. You can feel free to, like, you know, do creative liberties, like, you know, maybe change the proportions. I'm considering redoing the hands, like canonically redoing the hands. I think next time I commission a piece of dino art, I might make it a little more accurate to what Parasaur like hands actually look like. Yeah, that's what this is. That's the dino guy. He's here. He's dinoing. So if you want to do whatever you want with him, then just make sure it's not porn. But yeah, and that is the website. This video is probably going on a little longer than I would have wanted it to, because it's not really much to show off. Most of it is just go on here and read it for yourself. If you want to leave comments on my blog posts, go ahead. I think I will still be posting stuff in like the YouTube community tab, because I get like a lot of likes, at least by my standards, in my YouTube community tab. So I guess I've built up something of a YouTube community. I don't know what's going on there, but I think some of the things that I used to say on there would be posted to here instead. I actually had an idea about like a Coraline Nightmare Before Christmas crossover, and the more I've thought about it, the more I've realized like how that probably definitely wouldn't work as a story. But I might end up making like a blog post about that, like why a Coraline x the Nightmare Before Christmas crossover would never work, like you know, something like that. So that might be in my next post. I might make that like right after the posting this video. And like I said before, you know, you can join the newsletter. I guess you can bookmark the website on your browser, and yeah, this is where I'll be posting. I'm not gonna like completely abandon YouTube or Twitter, but I am definitely going to be posting here a lot more than I will be there. Just because it's easier on my health to make a blog post than to write a video and then record over it. And for a lot of videos, I don't even finish because I can't finish like the recording process. So that's why this blog is going to be so good for me, because I can put those thoughts out there in full without having to worry about like making the process 10 times harder for myself. Yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed the site. I'm gonna zip on out of here now, and I'll see you next time I make a video on whatever I feel like making a video on. All right, y'all take care. Bye.